Welcome. I am your presenter, Doug Bilderback, one of the consultants here at Equation. All right. It's not mandatory. I do highly recommend, though, you run day end and inventory control for those of you who use inventory control, order entry, and purchase orders. Okay. That's going to make sure that everything is flushed from AP, IC, OE, and PO up to AP, AR, and GL. Then I recommend for everybody, because everybody pretty much is going to have AP, AR, bank, GL, that you make sure all your transactions are posted in those modules. Then I just, make sure that all your year stuff rolls appropriately into one transaction um, in uh, retained earnings. Of course, it's also good just to make sure that all your revenues posted, all your expenses are posted, and those kind of things. Again, backups are great, especially if we're going to do one of these other things, like if you want to clear history or update some of your statistics, that it's good to set that up. For those of you who use the inventory control module and have inventory in Sage, so again, I know a lot of people use just have AP, AR, GL in Sage. Maybe you're one of the customers that uses iMetal for your inventory and your order generations. This does not apply to you, but for those who use the Sage inventory control module, there's a process inventory adjustments function that lets you write off all the costs where you have zero quantities, or lets you write off all the quantities where you have zero costs. So if you've got any kind of timing issues in there, that's a good little thing to do to kind of clear things up. The next thing is create write-off batches to clean out small amounts. Uh, you may have some things on your aging. Maybe somebody forgot to pay the sales tax on an invoice and they owe you 38 cents. How do you do that? You can come here. Let me actually just get back to my sample company here. Accounts receivable, periodic processing, create write-off batch. I'm going to run it as of today. You can change your date. I'm going to include it for all transactions. And here I want to run it from $0 to $1. So anything that is less than $1, but that the customer owes us, we're going to look for and potentially write off. So I can hit the process. Oh, one document type. I'm going to select my all transactions, process. It didn't find anything here in my sample company. If it did, it would create an adjustment batch and I can go ahead and post those. So a lot of people like to write off those small amounts. Okay, order entry and purchase orders. Nothing is mandatory. You can choose to clear history and statistics. You might want to run open orders or open purchase order reports. I do highly recommend reconciling your AP clearing and your shipment clearing, your OE shipment clearing account, and just making sure that your subledger ties to your general ledger on those accounts. Inventory control. Again, nothing is mandatory. Highly recommend that you do go through the physical inventory count procedures. If you need to, you can refer to our webinar on how to use physical inventory if you're not familiar with that. You can clear out history and some older things. And again, it's good to reconcile your inventory to the general ledger. I do recommend that monthly, but just making sure that, hey, things tie out between the subledger and the general ledger. That's it. I'm going to wish everybody a good day. Bye for now.